Hello, welcome back to Blender Station LiveEnoDing. This is gonna be a quick video, just an extension from the previous video, where I'm using geometry nodes to generate like random grebbles, and then using this in Division B to create some kind of conceptual artwork. Okay, while Diffusion B takes a while to generate, maybe 3 to 4 minutes per image. There's a lot of online service offering AI creations, and I just found out about this one, PlaygroundAI.com. This one enable you to create AI art. That's basically what we've been doing previously. So I'm gonna try something very quickly. For example, I'm using this image to image, and I will use the same prompt. Anyway, this is Cyberpunk buildings in Hong Kong at night, neon light. Yeah, just a basic prompt. Paste it here. It has filter. I'll try none for now, and I will just create generate. So by default, hopefully it will give us something a lot faster. With the image strength, I believe 0.5 will give you somewhere in between. That's closer to our image. So I will do that. I'll try add a bit of filter. It gives us like a AI art very quickly, but I want something that's a little bit closer to my image over here. So we started to see something that's a little bit more interesting. And I can do upscaling. So this is still pretty new surface. I don't know. All we need to do is to create an account. I'm using my Gmail account, and so yeah, we are getting some generations of image. I can increase this a little bit more. Generate. So it's it does look a little bit like Hong Kong. Okay, your request activated the API safety. All right. So this one actually have some, I think, NSO not safe for work kind of filter. Sometimes it does give like your wrong predictions. But we get a good result here. I think this is pretty cool surface, and currently this seems to be free. All you need is just like an account, and yeah, I want to try to generate some interesting result. So I quite like this one. I'm gonna download it, and every time we hit generate, it's gonna use a different seed. Let's try Spielberg generate. This is the image dimensions, but since I'm using image to image, I don't need to worry about the dimensions. I want to try a new one. So mesh line, let's create. Yeah, instead of using lines, I will use just like a random value of points. So we have this like clump. Maybe I can use vector math and multiplier. So we have like a cloud, some sort of floating city, cyberpunk city. Okay, let's say I quite like this one. There's like some kind of perspective from this angle. It looked like some kind of garbage truck, something from garbage truck, but I'm gonna take a screenshot. We have another result. I like this one. Gonna delete this image, just reload it. So the faster the generations, I think the faster our, like, because if you're using like your brain to do some creative stuff, you want to do it quickly. And I think so far so good with this PlaygroundAI.com. Okay, it's giving us like a, oh, because I'm specifying Spielberg, so it's like alien looking. Let's try Neon Mecha. And I want to have like a better prompt maybe. Let's try copy this prompt. You can of course try to type in your own ideas about your cyberpunk city, but for now I'll be using the Lexica one. So it's just generated another design for us. Let me try increasing the image strength and regenerate. Okay, yeah, it does keeps our design mostly, and but it also gives us new details. So if we actually reproject it from this camera angle, we probably can start to have some more interesting design. Yeah, see? Okay, this one's even more interesting than before. We can upscale it. I think for conceptual art, that's like for background, this is really cool already. There's perspective and stuff that you need to consider, but it's really powerful to be able to do this very quickly. Let's say you like this, close, and just replace this image with the new screenshot, and then regenerate based on the same, using the same prompt. If we keep the seed, it will actually keep the similar look. Okay, this is using the Spielberg one. No, this is like neon. It's not bad, but I want something that's okay. Maybe wasteland. Image strength 61. If the image strength is under under 50%, it's gonna be, it will take more freedom in generating the result. Let me close this diffusion B. Okay, yeah, it's this feels more like a wasteland. It's like abandoned places. I could actually spend hours and hours just creating this type of conceptual art. It's actually kind of addictive. Let me try this. You know, if it's cyberpunk, we could actually use something like the keyword is like maybe Kowloon Old City. So let's try none. Okay, and then type in Kowloon, replace the image, and regenerate. So PlaygroundAI.com, it has some model that we can use. Okay, Stable Diffusion DALI 2. This is Stable Diffusion model that we can upscale. I want to try also DALI model, and then This is the image dimension. We can go pretty high. Prompt guidance. Higher guidance will make your image closer to your prompts. Okay. More step will require. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I haven't tried all the options. Okay. Nice upscale. Close. Let's try DALL-E 2. Cinematic dimensions. Generate. Okay, I know. With DALL-E 2, we don't really have options like image to image, I believe, or maybe I was wrong. I actually prefer image to image because we can use our own design in order to do that, in order to get a result. But DALL-E 2 generates really interesting scenes like this, where we can maybe put our own design on top of it. Pretty interesting. Maybe combine the two. Back to stable diffusion. Okay, image to image. Let's try something. Oops, that's a my previous experiment with a anime from City Hunter manga, and then just generate realistic version. So let's try. Okay, let's try this. Wasteland. Generate. Cyberpunk City of Kowloon. Maybe we can get more ideas. Yeah, definitely get more interesting result, especially this one. Oh, Hong Kong by Wong Kar-wai. Okay, copy prompt. Yes, okay, this one seems more abstract, but it's not bad considering our original is pretty basic as well. Just gonna paste this in. I like how simple this looks, where if you actually to paint this yourself, you can actually learn how you can use a reference and then using that to create a design. Okay, Hong Kong 1920 Cyberpunk. I'm typing my own prompt, just fixing some of this. Wong Kar-wai, very detailed, maybe 8K Unreal. Generate. Oh, okay. It doesn't like the input, maybe, or maybe reduce this image strength and prompt guidance. Increase the prompt guidance and then generate. Higher guidance will make your image closer to your prompt. Huh, okay. Interesting. Quality and detail. Make it 30. Generate. This is, I think this is really cool. Maybe I should go back to this one. Okay, now we're getting something that's really nice looking. I will regenerate. So it's black and white because my input is like black and white as well over here. It's interesting, the AI, I think the AI art is really like really addictive because it's kind of, I don't know how to explain it. If you want to have like a nice visual, and you just want to see like something cinematic, like on the, like you have some kind of vision, right? Like you want to storyboard your ideas, you can use AI art to do that. You can scribbles kind of like basic ideas, and then yeah, okay, this one is probably too abstract, but combining this and this one, combining the two might give us something more interesting. I want to come back to my old one. Neon, okay, let's get rid of neon light. Cyberpunk, busy city, raining. This neon light can be used together with this one. It seems to have depth as well, because they're using the same input image. Then we can kind of composite everything together. This one is amazing, the one using DALL-E, but I still prefer the stable diffusion one and image to image. There, okay, based from this we get that. Okay, maybe we need to reduce the prompt guidance, regenerate. I want to try something. I quite like this with signage and stuff. Okay, this one very busy, copy prompt. There's a lot of prompt. This one is not bad actually. Maybe increase the guidance, reduce the image strength. Copy paste the prompt. Okay, we're gonna end up with something like wasteland. Okay, dystopian city, cyberpunk style. This is, I think, a really good prompt. Photograph of dystopian cities. Okay, this one is totally weird. Generate photograph of dystopian city, cyberpunk style, inspired by Kowloon Wall City. Yes, that's the keyword. Octane render, Unreal Engine. Dramatic compositions based on this alone, we get that. Pretty impressive. Delicate details, image strings. Let's play around with this a little bit. I want to generate like as much as possible, while this one seems to be free. I don't know, it's pretty interesting. So I found that, okay, we can generate this offline and online. If this is like online and you have an account, very likely they are also outsourcing your prom or art or whatever creations, right? You don't own this, but you can use it, but you don't own it. Maybe someone else is using your artwork, we don't know. But yeah, but at least like if we provide the inputs ourselves, like in this case from Blender, right? We have some contribution, right? We did end up with something that's if it's online, maybe it's gonna be used by that person or company that's providing the service for you. It's not, maybe not 100% free. So anyway, here I'm gonna play around with the light a little bit, because you can do it. So it's creating like a cloud, right? You can call it a cloud of grebble. Oops. And I don't use the noise. I just gonna rotate it, and actually in fact I will keep the noise from this cloud of floating city. I will just reuse it, reuse the same prompt with different lighting. Gonna make it lush illuminations, play around with the prompt guidance, and generate dystopian city, cyberpunk, Kowloon walled city. Maybe I can also put in Tokyo. This 4K shouldn't be separated. It has Makoto Shinkai, so it's probably okay. Wow. This one's looking really nice. Just gonna hit another generate. It's adding like a fog, like a depth into this basic looking image. Oh, okay, I know it's using the same seed, but we have this creation. Maybe we can just rotate it a little bit. Because it's using the same seed. Okay, this one, I should just delete this because it's similar. It's using the same seed. I could just replace this image, use the new input, and regenerate. So we're gonna have two different angles. Oh. Maybe it crashes just now. I don't know. But I think I want to spend some times on this PlaygroundAI because currently the surface seems to be free. Okay, this one is not. It's not bad. I was expecting something like this, but I really like this one, so I'm gonna upscale it. Anyhow, I think I could just keep going all days, but this video, I think hopefully you can try making your own grebble and then send it to PlaygroundAI and see what output you're gonna get. Yeah, it's a very interesting kind of workflow, and I think it's gonna be like common in the future where you're doing a render, you're making a concept art with the basic creations, and then you ask AI just to add some details, and then you probably recreate the scene, or in case of concept art, it could be the final artwork. I don't know. You can just print this out. Maybe it's pretty controversial because it's I don't know. You can argue about AI art and how they sample the photos and illustrations to recreate the scenes, but this is really probably like a pick. It's like a Pandora box, like a pick of art where you can create something very quickly from basic inputs, just using prompts. Yeah, it's really powerful tools. Anyway, so hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.